Namaste. Welcome to Yoga for Gratitude. This is part 3 of this mini series. And as you can see behind me, I'm going to be using a sticky mat, a bolster, and a block. If you're doing this from home and do not have a bolster, you can grab one of the cushions off the back of your couch, or you can grab one of the pillows off your bed. So in the first part of the series, we talked about gratitude being one of the highest vibrational frequencies or virtues or gifts of the heart. And we ended the practice just thinking about people and things and places that we were grateful for. In the second part of the series, we started with the notion that gratitude is said to be one of the highest forms of yoga. And then we ended our practice having gratitude for things that invoke joy. So in this particular series, in the third part, I want you to think about how gratitude is a catalyst for happiness. When we feel grateful, we have this elevated spirit, we have uplifted energy. It lifts our mood. It can shift our energy. So we're going to go ahead and continue this series based on gratitude to bring gratitude into our hearts. And we will go ahead and start. So join me on the mat. Since we ended with a little mini shavasana in the last series, we're going to start on our backs with knees bent. And please place your palms lightly on your belly. Close your eyes and take some deep diaphragmatic breaths. Breathing in and out through the nose. And noticing how the belly bellows as you breathe. Feel free to ignite a little bit of Ujjayi Pranayama if you know that breath where we constrict the back of the throat, and start to make the breath audible to hear. Allowing this breath to ground you down into your body and to center your mind. We're going to place the arms down alongside the body, palms facing the floor. And on the inhalation, we're going to press forward and down to the soles of the feet, circling the arms overhead, lifting thighs, hips, abdomen, chest, to Supta Bandhasana. And as you exhale, gently start to roll down one vertebra at a time, bringing the arms back alongside you. Continue this flow of movement. Inhale, as you're lifting up, be sure to continue to power down through the mounds of the big toes. That way the knees will stay narrow and less apt to widen. Continue on your inhale to open the front of the body and strengthen the back side of the body. Keep your thighs rolling in, and as you exhale, use some core control to roll it down one vertebra at a time. Synchronize your movement with breath 2 more times. Inhale will lift you up, and the exhale will lower you down. One last bridge flow. And then, hopefully that block is in hand's reach. We're going to press down into the floor with the soles of the feet so that we can tuck the tailbone, and once you elevate your hips off the floor, slip the block right up underneath the sacrum and just allow your body to rest on it. Come back to your breath. Holding this supported bridge. A nice opening for the heart. And then inhale, we're going to lift the legs up in the air. And once you suspend them up, splay the toes wide. Press up through the balls of the feet. Feel the engagement in both the front and the back side of the legs here in waterfall pose. Maybe even affirming mentally within. Gratitude flows down and through me. Gratitude flows down and floods through me. Roll it over one more time in your mind. And then on your exhalation, let's go ahead and descend the feet down. Once you drill the feet down into the floor to engage the glutes to lift off the block, you'll slip that block from out underneath and set it off to the side. We're going to take a counter position with Ananda Balasana. So since we were lifted up in that heart opening position, we're going to flatten the low back down to the mat. It's safe at this point to turn the head. Try to anchor down through your sacrum, and if it's challenging to grip a hold of the feet, you can take a hold of your shins. Now, some people enjoy grabbing the outer portions of the feet around the pinky toes. Some people like the peace mudra around the big toe. But I personally like to hook the hands on the inside at the arches of the feet. And that gives me an opportunity to really use my upper body strength to pull the feet down. Let's take one more breath into the hips. And then take your hands up underneath the crease of the knees. Gently begin to rock and roll forward and back. Do it at least 3 times and then separate your feet wide. Use your hands to push up and come into Malasana. Now, as you come into this squat position, bring your tailbone to face the floor. Press your triceps into your knees, and at the same time, press your knees towards the triceps. Bring the thumbs down towards the base of the sternum, but then fly the heart upward. Create some space in your thoracic spine. Gaze straight ahead with your eyes. That one pointed concentration that we create with the eyes can help the mind become more focused. And that is the beginning part of any meditation. Concentrated effort to build up the focus. And then gently release the hands down to the floor. Spin your feet so that they're parallel to each other and fold over straight legs. And then nodding your head a moment. And it may feel a little bit limiting for you to completely straighten your legs at first. So take your time. And if you need to keep a slight bend in the knees, that's okay. Now we're going to move into Parivrtta Uttanasana. So this is going to involve some revolving action on our part. So if you inhale, lift up a little bit. Think about lengthening through your side waist. But you're going to walk the hands over towards the right leg. And of course you can use blocks to bring the floor to you. Or you can station the hands to the outside of the right foot. Now notice when we start working our upper body over towards the right leg, it's easy to feel this opening in the left side waist. But we may be closing off the right side waist. So I want you to think about creating space. Lots of space and deliberate action and opening in the right side body. And then just pour down in that direction. Take one more deep breath. And then then you can release and just casually move over towards the left leg. Again, your hands can reside on your shin to blocks to bring the floor to you, or if you have easy access to the floor, just bring the hands on down. Notice when you start to spiral the navel over towards the left leg, you can feel again that opening on the right side, but it may be a little less active, and you may not feel much at all on the left side. So let's create the action so that we can feel the work. So really think about lengthening downward through your left side waist, through the out seam of the chest and shoulder, and magnetize the sternum a little lower down towards the knee. Not pulling with the arms, creating the work from the waist. Good, now gently roll back to center in between your legs. Start to heel toe the feet more together. When you bring the feet closer together, bend your knees and press down through the soles of the feet. Scoop the belly in, so you're contracting the core. At the same time, you're drilling your feet down, down, down. Your belly scooping up, up, up. Maintain the action in the feet and in your abdomen so that you can slowly and eventually straighten the legs and eventually straighten the spine. Good. Once you come all the way up, we're going to step back with, let's step back with the right foot first. And when you step back with the right foot, the front knee is going to stay aligned right over the ankle, so you don't want it to surpass it. Really root your back heel, zip up through your midriff, and you'll feel a slight contraction in the right side of the buttocks. Now we're going to bring the arms up to frame the face, but roll the pinkies in towards the temples, warrior one. And as you exhale, you're going to bow back, and you're going to splay the arms open. 2 more. Inhale, cinch in and up through your torso, and then exhale, bow it back, expand your chest. 1 more. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, lean back. Nice open heart. Good. Now keep the front knee bent. Move the right arm and hook it underneath your left for eagle arms. Try to keep them pretty parallel to the floor initially. And then as you exhale, we're going to hinge down. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, release. 1 more, power of 3. Inhale, warrior 1 with Gavardasana arms. And exhale, fold. Try to stabilize that front knee by pressing through all 4 corners of the front foot. Now release the arms, step it forward. Inhale, left foot steps back. Lunge that front knee. Find a good stance. Draw the navel in and up. Lift the arms up overhead. Roll the pinkies in. And then exhale, winged arms. Inhale, straighten the back. Exhale, back bend. 1 more, inhale. Exhale. Inhaling up. Exhale, this time left arm wraps under the right. Keep the fingers extended. Press and mold the arms together. Exhale, hinge. Stay equally weighted through the feet if you can. Inhale, lead with the back of the heart to rise. Exhale, hinge down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, last one. Inhaling up. That can be pretty dynamic. Release the arms and step it forward. All right. I don't know how my balance is going to be. I have 2 mats stacked on top, and it can get a little squishy and a little challenging. We're going to stack and stand on the left leg. We're going to move into dancing Shiva. We're going to pick up the right foot. Try to hold it on the big toe side so the right shoulder stays spun open. Lift the left arm. Exhale, hinge and fold. Keeping the heart shining forward. Maybe create Jnana Mudra with your hand. Right foot lifting up and back. Inhale, back to stand. And exhale, release. Drishti is really important for balance and steadiness. Ground your right foot. Create Tadasana form on the standing leg. Pick up your left. Hook it with your hand. Shoulder stays open. Right arm lifts up. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Jnana Mudra for wisdom in the hands. The left foot pushes back and up away from your body. And breathe. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, release. We did it. Okay, we're gonna turn. Let's see, which way should I turn? Maybe this way. I'm gonna turn this way so I can give you a different angle. Turn your feet out like duck feet. Lift your heels as you bend your knees. And then we're gonna take either a nice hip opener by walking and extending the arms down the mat and folding in between the thighs. If you want to explore balance, you can wrap your arms in front of the knees, back of the hands coming towards the hips. And you can hover and hold here. Now another form of garland pose is to drape the hands down just behind your heels and to sink down through the third eye. Release the hands and gently come down to your knees. Lift up. Take your fingers to your low back, the heel of the hands to the rim of the pelvis, and see if you can create Ustrasana, camel pose. Free up your heart, free up your breath, and fill up with gratitude. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, untuck your toes. Take your hands beside your knees. Scoop the belly in so you're kind of puffing back into your kidney area. And you're going to bring the forehead just in front of the knees. And then you're going to lift your hips and roll to the crown of the head. It's like a gentle variation of Sasangasana hair pose. And then slowly roll back down. And if you have that pillow ready or bolster, we're going to take rest on it. And we're going to spin the seat down and lower onto it. The legs can be straight or you can have a rolled blanket beneath them. Close your eyes. that gratitude has been a seed. It's been planted in the garden of your heart. Imagine that seed sprouting and growing and blooming. What flower would represent gratitude that you feel in your heart? Picture that flower. Picture its color. Imagine its texture. And maybe its scent. Take a few deep breaths in and out through your nose, as if you were smelling a rose. And then we're going to do a little pranayama before I leave you in relaxation. The pranayama technique is 3 short in-breaths and a long out-breath through the mouth. Let's begin. Now let the breath go. Let it flow organically now in and out through the nose. Stay in your pose of relaxation. Let gratitude invoke more happiness in your heart. Let gratitude shift and elevate your spirit. Continue to relax and breathe and listen and absorb this sound. I sing the next bowl, which correlates to the heart chakra, please begin to deepen the flow of your breath and begin to slowly exit the pose. Maybe bending the knees, rolling to your right side, acclimating there first, and then slowly coming up to sit. Bringing your hands to Anjali Mudra, prayer position at your heart. The light in me honors and bows respectfully to the beautiful radiant light within you all. Namaste. Thank you for joining me in this 3-part series, Yoga for Gratitude. I hope you feel better, and as we feel better, we become a magnet to attract more good things in our life. Be blessed and a blessing. Namaste.